Hello, my gorgeous light beings, my healers, my star seeds, my light workers. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, the Pleiadian Priestess. Thank you for joining me here, spending your valuable time with me here, for coming back, for coming here in the first place. Today's reading is all going to be about how do you make men feel, or how do men feel around you. We're getting right into it. It's going to be more longer and in depth than it has been for the past few readings, because I was actually at home for this one. So you know how I do it. I'm at home, long, in depth. Okay, juicy. We're going to be getting into that, but first you have to choose a thumbnail. So you're going to choose thumbnail. You're going to choose the number 1 through 3. You're going to choose an energy. You're going to choose whatever helps you choose your readings best. If you have to ask in the comments, do that, and I'll respond to you as soon as I can. But yeah, we're going to get a lot of information today about how do men feel in general. How do you make them feel in general? Gosh. But yeah, if you like this channel and this is your first time here, subscribe. If you've been coming back a few times, you have subscribed, subscribe. If you already subscribed, thank you for subscribing. If you like the vibe, stay and join the tribe. We'd love to have you here. But I think that's all that I have for you guys. Choose whichever one calls out to you the most. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people at your reading. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group ones. Welcome to your reading. If you chose thumbnail image 1, the number 1, however you done got here, welcome to the reading. Today we're going to be getting into, where's my book? I'm finally back at home and nice with my setup, so I'm happy. I hope you're happy too. But anyway, sorry. I'm done. We have, how do you make men feel? How do they feel when they're around you? Okay, so how do men feel when they're around you? We're going to be using astrology dice. We're going to be using my music. Like that, it's been a long time since I've been using my music cards, and I miss them, so we're bringing them back. Okay, that's what I did when I first started this channel, which is why music is in the intro. So I mean, music has always been a part of it because songs come through very often, but you know, I'm bringing back the music. Okay, and then tarot, and I have my Halloween, jeez Louise, my Christmas tarot to use today. So let's get into it. Okay, so right off the bat, geez, men can make a lot of, you know, stumble or fumble their words when they're around you. That's how you make them feel. Maybe a little nervous, but they want to please you. They feel like a bumbling idiot, you know, asking, is that all? Is that good? Do you want something else? Do you want something that? Do you want something more? Whatever. So that they want to give you things, wants to make sure you're happy, you know, healthy, safe, that kind of energy. That's immediately what's coming through, because I was like, I hope you're pleased. I hope you're happy too, you know? So it's like they want to make sure you're happy at all times, you know? That's how you make men feel. Something else was coming through. If you hear the fan in the background, sorry. The heat is ridiculous in here right now, so we're just, yeah. And what was I going to say? Something came through. A few things are coming through. Okay, so I'm hearing the lyrics from Defying Gravity. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy now. I hope you're happy now that I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy too. You know, that is coming through. So that song could be important, or we're just still riding the wicked high, whichever one. Maybe they think you're wicked, wickedly smart, wickedly beautiful, wickedly handsome, whatever. Those things are coming through. Or you're just like maybe a little bit of an outcast, maybe. But maybe people, they want to serve you. They want to, like, you know, I'm hearing I aim to please, which is giving me Christian Grey. So there could be a little bit of vibes of that coming through. I don't know. Maybe you make them feel like very in control or in charge, or you make them feel like a little bit of the opposite, maybe. Like they're doing whatever they want or whatever they can to please you and make sure you're happy. But hold on, something was coming through. I started off by saying however you got here. Yes, we're bringing back the music. Yes, maybe it'll come through when I get to the reading, but let's just get into it. I do want to start off with the dice. Let's see what comes through with the dice. It could be some confirmation signs for the people who are here, for the people you're watching for, if you're watching for a specific man, or, you know. Okay, we have 6th house, we have 5th house. Okay, so when people are around you, they feel like they're fun, but there's also something about being of service, because 6th house is being of service, which is, wow, guys, we have 2 Pisces. That's crazy. 2 Pisces coming through. And then we have I think that's Mercury, and this is Uranus, okay? So there's a bit about you that's a little bit unpredictable, you know? And I'm hearing that song by Ollie Muir and somebody. I like us when we're unpredictable, because that's what makes love so phenomenal. I like it when there's no one in control. We don't know which way it's gonna go, you know? So maybe, like I said, they like to be in control, but maybe you also like to be in control, so they never know what's gonna happen, you know? Because I do feel like in 50 Shades of Grey, Christian Grey, his whole thing was wanting to be in full control. But I do think Anna ended up topping from the bottom when she left him in the first movie or first book and said, I'm not dealing with your BS. Get yourself together, Christian. And then he was like doing whatever and groveling after her. So in the beginning, he made it all about his pleasure, what he wanted, that kind of thing. But as soon as she left him, he was running and groveling after her in the end, you know? So like I said, there's something here about that dynamic coming through where they think they're in control, but you sometimes like top from the bottom. If you know what that means, okay. If you don't, leave it alone, okay? But yeah, that's coming through. I'm trying to so hard to figure out what was trying to come through in the beginning. Like, it's right there on the tip of my tongue, but that men feel very fun around you, you know? They can let their guard down and have fun, you know, maybe be a child a little bit. They do feel very romantical, because the 5th house is the sign of like dating and romance. And it's like the fun stage of dating. It's not marriage. It's not you're in a relationship. That's 7th house. 5th house is dating and romance. So when things are still new, the puppy dog phase, the puppy love, the what do they call it? Something phase. It's not the Cupid. Whatever, you know what I mean. That phase where you're first dating someone, you really like them, and it just never goes away with you. You know, you or this person, men always feel like they're dating you. Or if you have a specific person in mind or a specific person in your life, they always feel like you guys are dating. It's never like, oh, my old ball and chain, you know? They never feel shackled to you, but they do want to serve, okay? Now, with Pisces coming through twice, they feel a lot when they're around you, men. How you make them feel very emotional, okay? Like they're laying themselves bare is what I'm getting as well, because Pisces is all about laying yourself bare, keeping nothing hidden, even though it does rule over the 12th house, which is all things hidden, you know? Maybe there's a reason why Pisces are so, like, you know, open and vulnerable, you know? I think them as well as Cancers are considered the crybabies of the zodiac, where they're just like, I think Cancers like to have hissy fits and make everything about them, while Pisces like to give and give and give and give and give. And it's funny because Pisces is the sister sign to Virgo, and Virgos are the servers, and sister signs always have something in common, even though they're on opposite sides of the wheel, okay? So the baser instincts of the Pisces and Virgos, we could have some Virgos here, is to serve. And that's why Pisces do whatever they can. They overextend themselves emotionally sometimes to cater to their partner, even if it's not what they really want to do, kind of energy, you know? So that's what men sometimes do to maybe stay in your good favor, you know what I mean? That kind of vibes. So that's what's coming through for y'all. That's how men feel when they're around you, okay? Let's get into the tarot. Uranus is also unpredictable, which I think I went over already. And then we have Mercury, so they like talking to you. The conversations are really, 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 really great. The conversations are fun. They're very engaging is also what I'm hearing as well. So you know how people, the more you get to know someone, you think, oh, I know everything about you, I'm bored, you know? No, there's always new exciting twists and turns with Uranus coming through with the Mercury energy. There's always exciting twists and turns in the getting to know you phase. It never ends with you, exactly. So whether these guys are your friends or they want to get to know you romantically, they always feel like there's always something new to learn about you, which is exciting because it never gets boring, you know? So, can we get some cards for how do they make men feel? How do men feel when they're around my group? We have King of Canes. I believe the King of Canes is the King of Swords, but I'm going to have to double check that. So, yeah, they're very talkative. Maybe you deal with men who don't really find themselves wanting to talk, but you make them want to. You have 7 of Candles in reverse. 7 of Candles is, I think, 7 of Wands, and that means they're on their guard, they're on their defense, they're willing to fight, and you know, it's like someone who's always like overly defensive, They have too many boundaries up. They're always trying to keep people out. When it comes to you, they're the opposite of that, which is probably why this one to come out in reverse as well. So the King of Swords is another variation of the Seven of Wands, having your guards up very high, not letting people in very easily, not being too approachable, that kind of energy. That's what you're coming through as, or the men who come around you are. They're usually very closed off, but they want to know more about it. They want to serve, and that's not usually in their character description. So we may have to put this in reverse, okay? So someone who's more open, but they usually feel closed off, but around you, they're open, you know? It's giving the loner dude, the wallflower, the dude that is too cool for school kind of energy, wanting to do whatever you want because he wants to know more about you, because you excite him in some kind of way. So those are the kind of guys you could attract. A card fell on the floor. I'm trying to figure out what it was. We have the Hangman. Why do they have this man naked? And look at how he's wearing like a diaper or underwear kind of energy. Yeah, they get hung up on you. That's how you make men feel, like they can't let you go. Like this energy is too good to give up, to release, to relinquish. Maybe you make them feel like very abundant in their life or happy in a way where they felt kind of stuck previously. I do think the Hangman is Pisces energy. So it's that kind of energy of being stuck in your head. That's Pisces coming out twice here, so you guys could be dealing with a lot of Pisces men, or a lot of men who, like I said, usually are very quiet, subdued. They hold themselves back, keep to themselves, they're in their head, and you kind of get them out of that energy, if that makes sense. 12th house energy is, like I said, addictions, secrets, restrictions, our fears. That's kind of what the 12th house energy is about. It's all about, also about spirituality as well. So like it's the deep dark side of spirituality, honestly, and that's what is coming out 2 times over and again with the Pisces energy and the Hangman. So you attract those kind of men who maybe have a lot of traumas, who are dealing with a lot of demons, and you kind of open them up and make them have some fun. You know, you get them out of their shell. Or you have them, the Hangman is also about seeing things from a different perspective. So maybe they thought life was one way and they met you, and you have them thinking about life from a different perspective, you know, based on the conversations you guys have. And Uranus can also represent drastic turns and shifts, things you don't expect. So they weren't expecting you, or they weren't expecting you to affect them in this kind of way, okay? So what else is coming through for my group ones, please? How do they make men feel? Or how do men feel around them? We have 2 of Gifts. Look at them. How they went from all closed off with their hat on, leave me alone, looking sad and somber and forlorn, like, oh, nobody likes me. I've never been able to find that person I can have these deep, dark discussions with. Could be also something that's coming through. You guys have those deep, dark discussions about life, love, lost. Not loss, I meant loss, LOSS, but I think I said T at the end. Didn't mean to, but it came out. So maybe you make them feel lost, or you make them feel found. Who knows? Because there is an energy of feeling lost with the 2, like I said, Pisces energy coming through very heavily in the Hangman. It's like, I don't know where to go, what to do, and you kind of come in and show them where to go and what to do based on the conversations you have. It's like very eye-opening conversations with them. So, and it does maybe have something to do with, revolve around spirituality, which is all about, you know, growth, healing your soul kind of thing, a soul evolution. So they go through a soul evolution with you. They go from being this sad person to being this happy person. Look at him with his gifts, ready to go home to you. You know, maybe this person spoils you in that kind of way. You know, that's that 6 acts of service coming through with the 6th house energy. The 6th house is also about health and day-to-day life. So this person could love doing the daily things with you, or seeing you do the daily things in life, you know, coming home from work with you, cooking dinner with you, watching TV, going to sleep, waking up, the routine of life. The daily routine is what 6th house also represents. Why, no matter where I'm at, there's always noise outside. I wish New York would just shut up for a second, you know? Okay. Maybe that is the thing when they're with you, the busyness and the talkativeness and the loudness in their mind. I'm hearing corruptness kind of goes quiet for a bit, because New York is so loud and there's always so much people, and you never get a little sense of quiet or feeling of, you know, anything in New York if there's always people and commotion and fighting, and, you know, and you kind of give them that. You make them feel safe for, you know, just a little bit, you know. Look at him running home with his gifts, like, ha, 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 ha. You know, getting him in the spirit, the holiday spirit, okay? So that could be something as well. Maybe this person beforehand didn't really care about holidays. Look at how he's boring here. You know, he just has a candy cane. Yeah, I guess it's Christmas. You know? And I'm hearing, you make every day feel like it's Christmas. right up at the top. I can't deny what I'm feeling inside. You make every day feel like it's Christmas. Every day that I'm with you. So that just came out of nowhere. So okay, I mean, we are used to a Christmas deck, but that song came out of nowhere, and I'm hearing the Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton version. And for those of you who don't know, they met on The Voice after both going through deep betrayals or harsh, bad divorces in their life. They met each other, they worked together for a good minute, and they didn't come out to be dating or engaged or together until, like, I feel like years after they started working together. So it's like, you know, you guys healed over the years. Blake divorced from Miranda Lambert. I don't know, we don't know what happened still, but someone said they were cheating or whatever. They were going on different paths. And I know there was cheating in Gwen's marriage, though. The husband cheated on her with the nanny, you know, and she broke up with him and left him. So they were both, you know, they were both in the after stages of having gone through a divorce, which could be that 12th house energy of just like, I'm done with love, I'm done with all that, I'm focusing on me, myself, and I. Ooh, it's just me, myself, and I. Solo ride until I die, 'cause I got me for life. Ooh, I don't need no hand to hold, even when the night is cold. I got that fire in my soul. I don't need anything to get me through the night, except the heat that's in my heart. Yeah, it's keeping me alive. Or the beat that's in my heart. That's Me, Myself, and I by Baby Rexha, and I don't like him, but what's his name? 𝐎𝐸𝐭𝐢𝐨𝐬. But I'm saying her part, which I appreciate, okay? I don't like 𝐎𝐸𝐭𝐢𝐨𝐬 like that. He'd be doing a little too much for me, you know? But yeah, that's what's coming through. He went from being, I guess it's Christmas or whatever, so I can't wait to go home and show her what I got, and that kind of excitable kind of energy. So like I said, you make them feel like a kid on Christmas, or that they're always dating you, you know, things are always exciting when they're around you. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Canes in reverse, and I do believe the 10 of Canes is the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Canes, the 10 of Swords. So there's something here about, like I said, you being that release from that betrayal they went through, or like I said, those demons they were handling or harboring, and you just represent the opposite of that. You know, everything that's good and light and beautiful in the world, everything that's cheery, everything that's a good Samaritan, you know, health, happy. Maybe some of you work in the health industry, so you could be physical trainers, nutritionists, nurses, doctors, that kind of energy. What else? All those doctors, any kind of doctor, but you help people feel better. So it could also be healing. You do spiritual healing with this double Pisces energy coming through. Like, you are therapists, psychologists, you know, you help people, you psychoanalyze them, you know, for the betterment of themselves. You're not doing it to make them feel lesser than, okay? I'm going to move this really quickly because I want to get the card that fell before I forget about it. Did it fall upright? I don't even know where she went. That's crazy. Okay, so just move this for 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Where the card went? I know a card fell. Here it is. Okay, it's the Mary Lwyd. Stop playing in my face. I think that is 2, so it's the High Priestess. Okay, so yeah, just when I was talking about spirituality and all of that coming through, we have the confirmation. So you do represent something about spiritual healing, or opening up yourself, or being able or comfortable telling someone your deepest, darkest secrets, the things that you keep away from everyone else. You feel very comfortable telling you. People feel, or men feel very comfortable telling you. So you represent their own personal, like, maybe therapist or spiritual leader, spiritual something. Yeah, spiritual leader. I'm hearing youth group leader. So if you're not like overly spiritual but you're more religious, then you're a spiritual leader, a youth pastor kind of energy coming through. If not, that's what you represent, but in a more spiritual sense with no religion attached. Okay. But yeah, the High Priest is the person you can come and tell everything to, and she's a vault. It's not going nowhere. you know. So you tell someone your life story, all the things that happened to you, and it's like that you have that confidentiality. At first I thought this was the Hierophant, which is the same kind of energy. You come and tell a priest your deepest, darkest confessions, and he can't take it anywhere else. You come to him for forgiveness, that kind of energy. That's what you represent for this person. So now after they have unburdened all of these things onto you, they feel lighter and free. And you kind of help them be in this 5th house energy of, you know, romance, dating, fun, childlike energy, doing activities, having a good time doing it. You're kind of like the person where the girlfriend's like, hey babe, let's go do ice skating. I'm like, I don't do ice skating. Why would I do that? I'm a man. And they go and do it, and they're like, oh, I love this. You know, you introduce them to new fun experiences, and they thought they would never be able to like smile or be happy again after something they went through in their life. It could have been a divorce. It could have been just a shicky childhood, you know. It could have been all of that. Could have been trauma, wounds. I think we all have them, but in different ways, on different days. Let me stop. Yeah. But anyway, let's move on to the oracle cards here and see what is coming through for you guys. I want to shuffle them first because that was just nasty. We have the Celestial Queen. The stars will guide you. So astrology is definitely coming through heavily for your group. And it makes sense because when I go into like astrology like that deep, you know, I'm not the best at astrology. I feel like I've grown up looking into it, but I wouldn't call myself an astrologer, you know. Because there's so much that I don't know, and I'm still learning. But the fact that I went into a whole like 12 houses this and this is and this and that, like it came through very naturally for me. Sometimes I'll be struggling, like, because people are like, oh, I'm like, what's your chart? I can read it for you. And then as soon as they're like, okay, they give me their time, and I'm just sitting there, I'm like, oh, and you have this is your rising, and this means that people see you. Like, I just be stumbling over my word, like get nervous. But it was coming through very naturally in this reading. So there could be something here about you guys being very good with astrology, you know? And you kind of maybe help this person find themselves through astrology by reading their birth chart, understanding why certain things happen to them. Because you know what blew my mind? Okay, just recently, I saw a video on Instagram with, what's her name? Dang it. She is an astrologer on, she's on Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. She runs the Constellation Club. So if you guys know of that astrology site or page, whatever, she's the one who runs it. I can't remember her name right now. But she was doing a not even a deep dive, but she was doing an interpretation of Luigi Mancione's chart. And if y'all don't know him, he's the guy who recently unalived or executed the United Healthcare CEO. And everyone like has the biggest crush on him now because he's like a celebrity. And it's funny to me because I was thinking about that yesterday when I was texting my friend some funny posts that I saw on Facebook. And I'm like, I did a reading about how would you become famous or what would make you famous. And I swear in one of those piles, it was by doing a crime. And everyone in the comments like, what are you talking about? Oh my gosh. And I'm like, look, I bet you, and I would swear on my life, that if Luigi watched that reading, he would have chose the pile where you became famous for unaliving someone or being in a criminal case or being on the news, because that's how he got famous, right? I'm not crazy. Okay, anywho. But she was doing an interpretation of, because we knew the day he was born, but we didn't know his rising sign. There was a lot of people in her comments like, oh, I think his rising sign is this, blah, 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 blah. And then she was like, according to when he broke his back, and the back is the spinal cord, and that's ruled by, you know, Capricorn, but I think it's the spinal cord itself is ruled by Leo. And so I think because of that, he could either be a Leo rising or Aquarius rising. But by the end of the video, she was very firm about this man was Leo rising. Tell me why somebody found out when he was born and that man's Leo rising. And she found all of that out based on an injury on a man's back. And you're telling me the birth chart don't tell your life story. You're telling me she had no idea of what he was except for the day he was born. She found out that man's rising sign based on a back injury he had. Like, is that not mind-blowing to you? And people say, that's not real astrology, it's fake. No, it's not. Okay, it's the tea, it's real, like, yo. And I'm like, girl, no, you didn't. And she did, because that man's Leo rising, and she said it. She predicted it. So that's it. That's you. You into astrology, sis, okay, or sir, or a person, you know. We have the stars will guide you. You look to the stars to guide you, and that's a form of divination, okay? So very spiritual people coming through here. Let's get into it. I'm so mad I forgot her name. I think it starts with like an L or something. But I know she runs the Constellation Club. That's her little, like, you know, astrology baby. I'm also hearing the Pope Girls, so you guys could be into those people because they are also an astrology page as well. And they make like monthly astrology things based on the signs and stuff like that. We have the Stang, Ride Between the Realms. What is this? The freaking High Priestess. That's you. You make men feel like they can see on the other side. This is also giving me, I don't know why, but 𝐓𝐿𝐻𝐿. She's coming through, and I think she is the leader of the witches, or the witch or the goddess of witches, okay? So some of you could definitely be like that, and this person sees that, or men feel that, and you kind of help them decipher their life based on astrology, tarot, you know, runes, because I think, no, the Baba Yaga is who this lady is giving me. But 𝐓𝐿𝐻𝐿 came through too. The Baba Yaga, how she's some old, and she's always seems like a bad lady in most of the folklore, but I think the people of her, I think she's like more so Slavic, a goddess or a god or whatever she is over there. And they see her as something more powerful than just the old woman who comes in the night and, you know, it's a scary, you know, that goes bump in the night. Okay, she's more than that in their Slavic folklore or religion, you know. So that's what's coming to the Baba Yaga. So the Ride Between the Realms, that's what's coming through as well. And it's also kind of giving me a book that I was reading, ACOTAR. There's like a lady in the book called The Weaver, where she looks beautiful and young, but as soon as she opens her mouth, it's all decay and nastiness, and she looks so beautiful, you would never know until she kind of like opens her mouth, or you're in her presence, because she gives it this very dark, and I think she's like one, like a Death Eater kind of thing from Harry Potter. And that's how they kind of explain her in the book. She's one of the gods of death, you know. So that's what's coming through, the Ride Between Realms, death and life, which is also the High Priestess. You dwell in between. So that's how men feel around you, like there's something otherworldly or just very powerful about you, you know. So I think that's all I'm going to pull from those two. We're going to get into the songs now, so this reading is not long or too long. I don't know how long it is at this point. Once the camera's above me, I can't see it. It's above me now. You know? So many can think you're above them as well. I'm so mad that what I was thinking of in the beginning is not coming through. I was saying something about something. But let's get into it. How do men feel around my group ones? How do they make them feel? How do they make them feel? We have a taker. What song is this? What child is this who lay to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping? That song is coming through. What child is this? This is Christ the King, who shepherds watch and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring. Let me stop. I'm not gonna sing the whole song, but that song is coming through. So maybe there's something here about men seeing you like it's like a godly or priestly, Jesus-ly kind of figure, you know. We have No Love Allowed by Rihanna. Wow, it's 911. It's a critical emergency. Yeah, you better run, run, run. Come and charge him with the 143. Told me this world was mine. Such a beautiful lie. Now he's done, 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 and his love is no more for me. Hand in the air as he waved me goodbye. He said he cared, but no tears in his eyes. He asked me if I'm alright. Negro, is you blind? Like a bullet, your love hit me to the core. That's what men feel. I was flying till you knocked me to the floor. And it's so foolish how you keep me wanting more. Yeah, I'm screaming murderer. How could you murder us? I call it murder. No love allowed. So that song is coming through. Maybe they think of you as like, maybe you are someone who doesn't, who doesn't get into relationships because you could be an actual priest, and I do believe priests aren't allowed to fornicate or have any kind of relationships outside of the church. Their whole life is dedicated to the church. Maybe you come off as like a nun, or they see you as a nun, you make them feel that way, where it's just like, no, when we're together, we're only talking about healing and growing stronger. We're not talking about anything else, okay? Maybe like, oh, you want to go on a date? I'm like, nah, I don't date, you know? But they feel like they're dating you for some reason. They get emotionally attached, which is, I think, something that Pisces are called out for as well. They get emotionally attached very easily. Okay, so that's how men feel. They get emotionally attached. Okay, sorry. We have American Money by Bjorn, I think is how you pronounce their name. We have I was there when you fell from the clouds and landed in the desert. There was a thunder inside of my heart. There was a wonderful pleasure. And like a stallion racing the rain, you rode on the back of my bike. I knew from the song that you sang that you were my lover for life. See? Oh, there's no time to sleep. Oh, living in a dream. So take me to the paradise in your eyes. And didn't Paradise come through in No Love Allowed? Or is that another song by Rihanna coming through? I think Paradise came through in the song. Interesting. But American Money by Bjorn, I think that's how you pronounce her name, I'm not sure. But it was like, I was there when you fell from the clouds and landed in the desert. Like, it's like, I was there when you fell from the clouds and landed in the desert. There was a thunder inside of my heart. There was a wonderful pleasure. And like a stallion racing the rain, you rode on the back of my bike. I knew from the song that you sang that you were my lover for life. And oh, 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 there's no time to sleep. And oh, 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 living in a dream. So take me to the paradise in your eyes. Green like American money. That song. Okay, you guys getting cute songs. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so yeah, there's something here about, like I said, I was talking about Jesus and that kind of thing coming through. He was an angel from, you know, up above. He was a blessing. You know, people saw him, put him on a pedestal kind of energy, you know. And even to this day, for people who may not believe in Christianity, they can see people as clinging to Jesus as like a figure, you know, emotionally attached to him, if you will, you know. That's kind of the vibe that's coming through. You know, not trying to offend no one who's Christian, because I am as well, but I'm saying people who are on the outside looking in, they're like, oh my gosh, you're looking up to this person who wasn't even God as this godly figure. And I'm like, because he said he's a son, he's my son, okay? I do what he says, you know. Anyway, let me stop getting crazy. But yeah, they're seeing you as like a savior kind of energy, you know? Here we have Kissing You by Miranda Cosgrove. It's like sparks fly. It's like electricity, I might die. When I forget how to breathe, you get closer and there's nowhere in this world I'd rather be. Time stops, like everything around me is frozen, and nothing matters but these few moments when you open my mind to things I've never seen. Because when I'm kissing you, my senses come alive, almost like a puzzle piece I've been trying to find. Falls right into place, you're all that it takes. My doubt fades away when I'm kissing you. That song, I love that song, I'm not even gonna lie. But there's something here about kissing you. For those of you who are more intimately intertwined and looking for like a specific partner, there's something here about you being the missing puzzle piece they were looking for. And in this song, it even says it. I knew from the song that you sang that you were my lover for life. Like, stop it. Now, the last song you guys got is Cupid by Sam Cooke. And I did mention Cupid in the beginning of the reading. So, just like that little disclaimer, or that putting that out there. The honeymoon phase. Thank you. I was trying to figure it out. This person always feels like they're in the honeymoon phase when they're around you or with you. You know, I was saying Cupid phase, but it's not. Maybe some of you do the Cupid shuffle. So they can do a little dancing between the two of you guys, and that's something that they feel when they're around, that they want to dance, they want to sing kind of energy. But Cupid by Sam Cooke, it says, For I love a girl who doesn't know I exist, and this you can fix. So Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow go straight to my lover's heart for me. Nobody but me. Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly straight to my lover's heart for me. So like, I do think for some of you there is a little bit of an unrequited love. Maybe you guys have like a patient that you are you care for, whether it's a psychology kind of thing, psychiatrist kind of thing, or just a regular doctor patient kind of energy. Or maybe some of you are nuns, you've, you know, pledged your life to the church or Jesus or whoever you believe in, and you say, I'm not gonna have a lover, or that kind of energy. But the people you help get emotionally attached to you, and that leads to having romantic feelings. And then when they come to you and say, hey, I love a girl who doesn't know I exist, and Cupid, this you could fix, okay? So draw back your bow and make her fall in love with me, or make them fall in love with me kind of energy. So there could be something here about unrequited love, because like I said, Pisces is the ruler of that kind of thing. Being in love with people who don't love them back, okay? No tea, no shade. Every zodiac sign has their downfalls, but for Pisces, they get overly attached. Yeah, okay? No tea, no shade to my Pisces watching, okay? I'm just saying what is a common, you know, thing that goes around about Pisces. And I don't think it's a common misconception, because I think there's a little bit of truth to it, okay? That's what happens when your domain is a 12th house. Yeah. But anyways, maybe some of you are Pisces risings, or you have prominent placements in the 12th house, because that can mean you have like a lot of darkness in your life. And I do believe the more 12th house placements you have, the more spiritual or spiritual you come off to people, you know. But yeah, there's something here about people wanting to be with you and not being able to because you're not interested. There's something here about you being with a person already, and they see you as their lover for life. They're the person that they're meant to be with, their missing puzzle piece. And there's something here, yeah, because we have 2 songs that represent lover for life, I want to be with you forever. You open my mind to things I've never seen. And then we have No Love Allowed and Cupid, which is an energy of not being able to be with someone, you know, that you want to be with. But yeah, listen to these songs if you feel called to. I'll go through them again. No Love Allowed, Rihanna. American Money by Bjorn. We have Kissing You by Miranda Cosgrove. And then we have Cupid by Sam Cooke. Get into it. But I'm going to leave the reading right where it is. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me. Use my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose thumbnail image 2 or group 2, however you got here, welcome. Today we're going to be getting into... Hold on, sorry. I got a little hot, so that could be significant to your reading. I'm like, I've got so hot I have to take off my bonnet, okay? So that could be a thing coming through. But we're going to be getting into how do you make men feel, or how do men feel when they're around you, okay? We're getting a deep dive into all of that. So I have all my cards, okay? I finally have my Christmas card that y'all heard me mentioning. In the past few readings, since I've been at work, I haven't been able to do it, but I'm back on my regular setup, okay, and I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. Hey, what? I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it, you know? So that, with the hot thing of me having to take off my bonnet and, you know, try to get undressed, there's something here about you getting people hot and bothered, hot and excited. So that's how men feel when they're around you, okay? Very interesting, very interesting. That's how you make them feel. And now I'm hearing the Michael Jackson song. The way you make me feel, the way you make me feel. You really turn me on, you really turn me on. You knock me off of my feet now, baby. Okay, my lonely days are gone. So that's coming through for you guys. So you get them hot and bothered, okay, and you turn them on, and... yeah, that's the way you make them feel. That song coming through. I'm also going to be using I'm bringing back my song oracles, okay? The ones that I personally made for the songs that I listen to religiously back to back. You know what I mean? That I love. I used them when I first started the channel, but I kind of fell off because I don't think they were doing that well, but I love it and I'm gonna do it. And that's why music was in the start, or is in the intro of my channel, because it was meant to be a channel about music and healing and tarot, and it still is, because music comes through without the cards. I don't really need them. That could be something as well, but I want to bring them back because I made them, I spent time on them, so I want to use them, okay? So we will be using them in this reading. We're also going to be using astrology dice and, like I said, a Christmas Christmas tarot card. So let's get into it. I hope you're ready. I don't really remember how long group 1 was, so just bear with me if this reading ends up being longer. We may be going back to that regular setup of these may being a little bit longer. Because when I'm at work, I don't really have much time, but when I'm here, I dang sure do. So, even though I have somewhere to be later, but still. When it comes to you guys, we're just going to see what comes through. So we're starting off with the dice to see if you can get any confirmation signs, or if you're watching for a specific person to see if they come through with their sign, their sun, moon, rising, or even their Venus, you know, or if you come through, just a little bit of confirmations. They don't have to be confirmations, but we're doing it anyway, okay? This could also tie into how they feel when they're around you, which tied in very beautifully into group 1. So we have 7th house, which is long-term commitment, relationships, marriage. We have Pisces. We have, we have Sagittarius. We have Mars. We have, the horseshoe, I believe, is North Node. And we have 10th house, okay? So we already have 2 very long-term commitment, husband, marriage kind of energies here. So maybe some of you are watching specifically for your husbands or the men that you attract. And look, I'm seeing 10th house right there as well. So yeah, the men that you got to attract. And I'm seeing 7th house right there. So the men you attract want to be your husband. Okay, or they see long-term potential or commitment with you. That's which is how you make them feel. Okay, like I can see myself coming home to this person every day. Okay, every day, every day, every day. She gives it to me every day, every day, every day. That song is coming through by, what's her name, Ariana Grande and Future, I believe it is. So they want to come home and give it to you every day, whatever that is. But I'm sure we can figure it out. So 7th house is Libra energy. So we have Libra coming through, we have Pisces coming through, we have Sagittarius coming through, Mars is Aries, and also Scorpio in some instances, for my people who believe in traditional astrology. We have the horseshoe, which is North Node, which is destiny, the person I'm meant to be with and marry forever. The 10th house does represent the husband sometime in modern astrology, okay? So 10th house is also Capricorn. So we have those signs coming through. Take them as confirmation or not, but there's something here about them feeling like you feel like home to them. I'm hearing a song by Another Summer Day Has Gone and Come Away, in something in Rome, and I wanna go home. That song by, I think it's called I Wanna Go Home. I'm just too far from where you are. Let me go home. Home by Michael Bublé is coming through. So that could be something as well. Interesting. But you do make them, because I love how we have the fiery, passionate Mars coming through for how men feel. They feel like they want to just take. It's giving pillage and plunder. You kind of rouse their baser instincts. You know how men have that, oh, I can't stop, or, you know, I can't control how I react to people, and that kind of energy to come up with excuses for them not being able to control their behaviors, okay? And the more dusty behaviors that the men exhibit sometimes, you know, where they're hounding you and flirting with you and, you know, saying things to you that you may not want to hear, or just pursuing you and kind of, you know, like I'm getting a weirdo in the club, like you're dancing in the club and this guy's pushing up on you and pushing his thing into your back and he can't control it because he's like, oh, you're just so hot. Like just icky kind of energy. You may bring out that kind of energy in men, and the Mars energy is not the more romantical physical affection in Venus. No, it's take and give nothing back. Okay, that's the kind of energy that's how you make men feel. Okay, disgusting behavior. Or when they say that, oh, blue balls is something that's very painful and they can't control it, or, oh, you need to give me some because I can't handle, like, just icky. Brother is what's coming through for the guys, how they react to how you make them feel. Okay, you make them feel not in control of themselves. But then we also have the more stable husband, long-term relationship cards coming, not cards, dice coming through. So it's kind of like they could try to control themselves, but they can't when they're around you. Okay, interesting. You bring out very visceral physical reactions in these men out here is what I'm getting. Okay, Sagittarius is also something here about being very playful, very fun, very a little bit unserious, a lot of it unserious sometimes. And then we have Pisces energy, which is something about deep affection, feeling emotionally attached to people, being of service to people, so much so to the detriment of yourself, and not stopping because you are a people pleaser kind of energy is what Pisces represents for me. They also represent the 12th house, which is addictions, restrictions. I think that's also Saturn energy, which is coming through the 10th house energy, or dice. But there's something here about you not being able to control yourself, you know, obsessions, addictions, fears, blockages, you know, dreams. And now I'm hearing a song by, what's his name? Dreams, that's where I have to go to see your beautiful face anymore. I stare at a picture of you and listen to the radio. Hope there's a conversation. Gavin DeGraw. There we go. I was singing the song to see if his name would come through more. So yeah. Not Over You is a song coming through. So there could be people from your past who are still addicted to your energy and your presence. And that's what a little bit is coming through. Maybe some of you have past lovers or past husbands that are coming through a little bit in this reading, but that's what I'm getting. They're not over you. Yeah, I'm hearing the song more clearly now. Another summer day has come and gone away in Paris and Rome, but I wanna go home. You know, that song's coming through again by Michael Bublé. I was like, I didn't know what the lyrics were, but it's coming through again more clearly. So maybe this person travels for work, or you travel a lot, or you meet men who are always traveling. Maybe you work in a bar, or you work in a place. You could even be like they call it a shot girl at these clubs. And these men be just coming and touching and feeling on things that they have no right or business touching and feeling on. And the people who go to these kind of clubs and places or frequent them are the people who have wives, or the people who are traveling and they're far from their wives and they're feeling lonely kind of energy. You know, I don't know, but that's coming through. And that's what Sagittarius energy represents for me. People who can't control themselves. People who are commitment phobes, you know, that's how you make men feel. They just want to have like a time thing, a one-off. You could attract a lot of married people. If it doesn't resonate, leave it alone, but it may resonate for somebody here. And who can't commit to their wives, or they could always be traveling for work and they're looking for that companionship because they need it, you know. But yeah. And Sagittarius is a lot about traveling as well. 9th house energy, traveling, learning stuff. So maybe in institutions where you learn, college, the workplace, sometimes a little bit is coming through as well. Something here about that. I'm hearing work wife or work husband. That could be something coming through as well, where you start developing real actual feelings for your work husband or work wife, or people at work consider you to be their work husband or work wife, even though they already have a wife at home. How ghetto. But yeah, North Node is giving destiny. So take what resonates, because there's going to be differences for everyone. Some of this is coming through as your long-term partner, men who want to become your long-term partner. And then sometimes you attract the men who just want to have a one-off, you know? And say, oh, you're so effing sexy, I can't control myself, kind of creep vibes, you know? They both could be in the reading at the same time. So don't think, oh, it has to be one or the other, okay? I'm getting all of them. So just take what resonates for you. Because we have a lot of different people watching, so we're going to have a lot of different energies coming through. So I'm going to get into the tarot cards now and see who else you guys attract. You guys could have husbands that travel a lot, and when they're gone, you make them feel a little bit restless. They get hot and bothered because maybe you put it on them. I'm hearing put it down on me. You be putting it down on them maybe every day. Exactly. Not those songs coming together. Put it down on me. Put it down on me. Put it down on me. But you always gonna be. As long as I'm around, put it down on me. Put it down on. I forget who sings that song. Is it Jeremiah? I don't know. But there's something about like a rap verse going on as well. But then it's like, put it down on me every day. every day. She gives it to me. It's giving club, bro. Like, it's giving club. And that's why that came through like that, because it's giving you're in the club dancing, having a good time, and there's like a horny man in the corner trying to come in, you know, horn on you, you know? It's giving how in all the Caribbean households, that's all they know how to do is wind up and grind up and on people's children and daughters. And it's like, sometimes they don't even ask, they just come and grab you and start you just thrusting it. I'm like, what are you doing? Unhand me. Like, it's crazy out here. Which is why I stay away from those kind of scenes, because I be fighting people. Like, don't touch me. You have to ask for like, please. But it's, sorry, it's giving club, okay? Maybe some of you role play, or yeah, role play. I was thinking foreplay. That could be as well. Maybe some of you role play as like the call girl or the stripper or something to your man. He just misses that a lot when you're not there with him and he's traveling for work, okay? For others of you, you have that kind of air in the club. You're the person dancing, having a good old time, Saggy energy, Mars energy, and I feel like you having that carefree dancing, grinding, whining, twerking, whatever kind of energy you have in the club, okay? Because in the club, we all fam, right? Let me stop. Like, I'm acting a fool in this reading for real. So you guys be acting a fool, or maybe you attract men who act a fool, or the way you make men feel is you have them acting a fool out here. And it makes sense of what I've been picking up so far. So, yeah, you be in the club dancing, and men are like, oh yeah, I want to grind up on you, wind up on you, you know what I mean? And I'm hearing that song by, what is it called? Now, girl, you can do what you like, hey, and do what you please. Just bring that bumper and bring it to me. Oh, girl, do what you like, and do what you please. Just bring that bumper. It's trouble in the place. When you see she wants you ways, she walking up a storm. When you see this girl perform, she head down south when she wears skin knots. Yeah, she in charge of the rude gal. I think it's Look for That by Kess. Not Cass coming through. Some of y'all can really be Caribbean, for real, because that's coming through for real. You in the club whining, grinding, you going down to the floor, and these men just like, who? What? And they up in there. They ready for any shot they can get, you know? Okay, I'm done. I think everything that I wanted to come through could come through. I mentioned he could travel for work, and he misses you, because we put that on him every day. When he's not there, he's like, where's she at, though? You know? So it is giving long distance and traveling, so that could be coming through as well. But we're talking about men in general. Stop, yeah, individual men's coming through. Don't do that. So how do they make men feel, please? My group twos. We have 5 of Candles. Look at this. It's getting a little bit of competitive air. We have to fight for your attention, you know? They want to win you. They want to be the winner that you take home at the end of the night. Because the way you be cutting up in the club, child. You be cutting up, cutting a rug, whatever. If you are in a relationship with these men already, or you have a man, there's something here about men feeling upset that they lost a chance to be with you, especially if they be dancing or you be dancing. You're like, excuse me, I have a man. And like, oh man, you know, kind of as you swipe with the fox. Oh man. We have the Holly King. Look at that. Who is this? The Holly King? This is giving 4. Who's 4? Yeah, because interesting. We have the Magician. Number 2 is the High Priestess. Number 3 is the Empress. Number 4 is the Emperor. There we go. See, I just have to go through it a little bit. I'm like, what's number 4? I haven't got the Emperor in a minute, child. And the Emperor is freaking Mars, Aries energy. So you have men acting up. You have them in their dominant masculine energy for sure. Like, take. Yeah. And then we have 6 of Candles in reverse. 6 of Wands is an energy of feeling triumphant, of winning, of coming out on top. And the 6 of Wands in reverse is something here about losing, which I was mentioning in the 5 of Candles, 5 of Wands, where men feel like they lost out on being with you because you say, I have a man already, you know, but you already have them in this. I'm gonna ask. You have them bold. Like, you have them very much in their mask. Like, I'm gonna take what I want from this person. Okay, very interesting. But there's something here about them not ending up on top. So they feel like they lost. like, it's like the Six of Wands at all coming out. They feel on top of the world. They want something like, oh, I'm gonna take that girl home. And then as soon as you tell them I'm married or I have a boyfriend, I'm not interested, they get upset, you know, and they feel you slipping through your fingers. And I'm getting that scene from Mulan where I think Mulan falls over the mountain during the avalanche in the movie, and she throws a rope or something, and the, what's his name? And it's funny because he's the one who gives off this energy the most in the movie. I think his name is Yao. Because I'm remembering in the movies, like, I'm Yao, king of the rock, where he just stands up in the pond or lake naked when they're all showering. And Mulana's like, no, you know, kind of energy. Yao's like, she throws up the rope and then he misses it. And he's like, I let it slip right through my finger. And then I think Mulan like shoots up the rope again and he catches it and like gets yanked to the end of the mountain, and then everybody's like trying to pull him back up the mountain. But that scene's coming through. I let it slip right through my fingers. That scene in Mulan. So you had it, then it's gone, essentially. How do they make men feel, please? How do men feel around them? Give me something now. Ah, sookie now. Okay, relax. You're not going to fall. You thought you were slick, didn't you? But you have 10 of gifts. Yeah, it's giving home. So we have so many different perspectives coming through. Interesting. And then we have the 7 of candles. Yeah. Like, I do think you attract very masculine types, like the Emperor, who his job is to make sure everything's good. His job is to lead. His job is to get whatever he wants, you know what I mean, to make sure all his empires are good. So there is something here about you attracting powerful men, because the Emperor is the powerful man, okay? But it's something here about you making him want to let his guard down with you. So it's giving you, like I said, you work in like a club, or you work in a place where you experience or run into a lot of foreigners who are traveling the world, who have money, is giving CEOs, conglomerates kind of vibe, millionaires, billionaires, or just rich men in general. And you kind of make them want to let down that very masculine guard to be someone who like is vulnerable enough to say, hey, I want you, kind of energy, whether it lets them get, you know, whether they get knocked down or not. The 7 of Wands in reverse. The 7 of Wands is someone on their defense who's trying to keep something out, to fight off something. The 7 of Wands in reverse is someone who's trying to let someone in. So you make them let their guard down to let you in, you know? Because look at how he's giving off very masculine, very like, oh, no one's getting past me. But you do. You slip past their defenses. And there's something here about it making them feel like you're their, that means you're their person, because they may not feel that way a lot. Men, powerful men may not, they don't, honestly, want to be vulnerable in front of anyone. Their job is to keep that power that they have, you know, wielded or achieved for themselves. But when it comes to you, you make powerful men want to become simps for you. As simple as that. Okay? And the 6 of Wands is something here about them not always getting what they want. Because if they are powerful and rich, they always get what they want, right? 6 of Wands. But you get them in the 6 of Wands in reverse energy, where I may not get this person. They may be a little too out of my league, too hard to get kind of vibe. They may not be interested. Simple as that kind of vibe. And it makes them feel a little weak, you know? I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly sleep. I lose all control. That's what I've been saying since the beginning of the reading. You make them lose all control. And something takes over me, you know? So yeah, that's definitely coming through. But you make them feel weak, or make them want to let their guard down and be open to this. Because this person could be a jet setter. Like I said, they travel for work. And you make them want to be a husband, even though they may travel a lot for work. Like, this person is so intriguing to me. I feel so weak, so hot for them, that I would be willing to be a traveling husband while they staying at home with the kids, child. And I'm going to make sure I'm at home for every holiday. Make sure I'm at home for every celebration, is the kind of vibe that's coming through for this man. So it's like you take powerful men and turn them into simps for you. And you make them dream of being the husband, being in a long-term connection, getting rid of this jet-setting life, but still being this person who is traveling the world. You're not stifling them, but you're kind of adding a new, not a new chapter, a new experience, maybe a new, chapter we're going to go with in their life, where they thought they would always be traveling, single, bachelors, but you kind of have them in this, maybe that's not what I want anymore. This always winning something, always getting my next deal, always taking over my next company, making more money kind of energy. They want to be at home with the kids and you. That's the kind of perspective you put them in, you know, where it's like, I can also be successful, but also have a successful home life. I can have both. It's not either or. So a new perspective is what you give them, a new chapter, a new perspective on life, where it's like, hey, I can have this, but also have this as well, you know? But the Page of Gifts is giving me Page of Pentacles. It's not giving me, it is Page of Pentacles, okay? And there's something here about them, like I said, not getting what they want, or being a child on Christmas. That's how you make them feel like they found the best gift they could ever receive. They wake up on Christmas morning and they get that present, or you show up in the club, their perfect type, the perfect package, their perfect wife material, you know? You could be serious, but also know how to let loose, you know? And they may not find many people like you. And Mulan is coming through again. You don't find a girl like her every dynasty. You know, what the freaking emperor, wasn't he the emperor of China? Yes. The emperor told Shang, he's like, you don't meet a girl like her every dynasty. Go get her. When Mulan was striding away after helping them defeat the Huns, you know, the emperor done said it. He's like, hey, he even could tell. I'm sure if Mulan was his age, she would have snatched her up. You know, but he already had 3 daughters. He couldn't do all that, you know? That would have been, you know, looked down upon heavily. But that's funny. I'm sorry. Yeah, the emperor was like, you don't meet a girl like her every dynasty. You better, okay? Yeah. Go and get her. But you made them feel like a kid on Christmas who got everything they wanted, you know? You made them want to fight for your love. I'm hearing, how deep is your love? Does it cross the oceans? What devotion are you? You make them want to find out how deep their love is, honestly. Like, hey, I've never tried the whole commitment thing. Let's try it for once. Like, I want to know how deep this attraction, this connection, this draw, this magnetism runs. I want to see if this person could really turn me into a husband, you know? It's giving from someone who's always fighting to stay single to someone who just wants to give it all to someone, you know? And that could be something they were running away from or denying themselves their entire life. And now when they met you, it's like, hey, I can see that for me. I can see that for myself. Okay? Let me keep going with these cards and not get lost in the energy. It's like giving, I want to stay at home instead of jet setting all the time. Because you thought you were going to fall. Stupid. Okay, sorry. We have Ancestral Alchemy, Conjure Your Legacy. That's freaking, yo, these cards are acting up today and I love it. They're acting up in the best way, because the cards in group 1 so beautifully, this deck so beautifully counter what I was saying, and so does this. Conjure your legacy. This person's ready to settle down and have a legacy. It's giving a father on Christmas buying all the gifts for the kiddies, because it's coming through here as well. Maybe someone who fought against wanting kids and you made them want to have kids, you know, not just be a husband, they want to be a father too, you know. What was I gonna say? You make them think about, like I said, not only wanting to be a husband after not wanting to be one, but also wanting to be a father after not wanting to be one of those as well. I want to clarify that, okay? But anyway, conjure your legacy. That's what the Ten of Gifts is getting. The guy who is sitting there in his chair watching his kids and his wife just open up their presents on Christmas, about a fireplace, the big tree, the big house, the grandparents and all that, the dog, the whole shebang is what's coming through here with Ten of Pentacles. Generational wealth. They want to have ancestral alchemy. It's literally giving have kids to leave their money to have generational wealth, to leave their, you know, conglomerate, their business to kind of energy. They want to progeny is what I'm hearing. Oh gosh, not progeny. Yeah, they want progeny to leave the money to I think more than like having a legacy built on business and being a successful businessman, they want to have kids to leave behind. You know? Yeah, that's what you bring out in men, how you make them feel. Okay, relax. We have Bounty of Happiness. I've never gotten this card. We have This Gift Is For You. You make them want to buy you gifts. I love this for you guys. Who are you, group 2? Let us know your secrets in the comments. How about that? Okay, where you be at? Where you be working to find these men? Not that I want a man like this who's not sure what he wants, you know, but or too boasty sometimes, too aggressive, too dominant. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with a dominant man, child. Okay, I don't mean that part, but the assertive kind of energy. I mean, that's not bad either. Look at me. I'm done. I'm gonna just hush. This reading's not about me. Yeah. I'm sitting here contradicting myself right now strongly. It's like, you know what? Maybe. What's that girl, the blonde girl who's like, ugh. But then she's like, huh. You know? That's what's coming through. When you first met them, you were kind of like, ugh. But then you're like, huh, maybe. You know? Okay. But bounty of happiness, this gift is for you. And then we have the number 3 here, which also always gives me the Empress. And then we have the Emperor coming out. So you're kind of like the Empress to their Emperor. They want to give you. And look at this is a diamond. This is jewels. This is like giving me engagement ring. You know? So men, like I said, want to propose to you and stay with you forever. Stick beside you. Like, I'm going to stick beside her. Yeah, I'm going to do it. But yeah, they want to buy you gifts. You make them feel like you are the gift. So they want to give you a gift that's as equally as, you know, valuable as you are. I'm trying to get the words, relax. Then we have Furnace, take action. That's what all the bloody cards have been saying in this reading. You make them want to take action. Like I said, the Mars energy, they're not going to stand idly by and watch you slip through their fingers. Like Yao was saying in the movie, you know, and they get another chance once they realize, okay, I'm not letting this person go. He thought they were going to die. The rope came back and he was able to save them that time, you know, with the help of everyone else, but still. And then we have Harvest Ritual, trust the endings in life. So maybe this person wants to trust that everything that they have been through thus far has been for a reason. We have Harvest Ritual, and Harvest is looking at everything you've done and seeing like, I'm happy that I did things this way, or I'm happy that I lived the life that I have so far this way, but now I'm ready to end the chapter of me being single, the bachelor life. Now I want to have the wife and kids. And that's the kind of energy you make these men feel, okay? Let me hurry up and get to the song before this reading gets too long. I don't know how long it is yet. But if you're still here, thanks for sticking around. Just feel free to leave after this if this is all you needed to hear, all you wanted to hear. Because I'm definitely going to be singing the songs that come out. Or I'm going to try to anyway. And if you don't like when I'm singing or you're one of the people who was complaining about it, then this is your time to leave. But yeah. I'm getting a lot of red. This person could be Santa Claus. They want to be Santa Claus for you and your kids. You know, like I said, sit around the fire by the, yeah, because it's coming out to to clarify this sleigh, Santa and his sleigh, having a little parade for himself. So I do think this person could have been like all about themselves, a little self-absorbed, but now they want to put their energy more so on you, or men in general. Like I said, the men you attract have always been a little selfish, you know, perpetually single, players kind of energy. Can we get some songs for how they make men feel, please? Spirit, some songs. The songs are talkative today. Is that an even amount? No, can I get one more song, please? Spirit, just one. Y'all heard me. I said just one. We have a movie coming through. What movie is this? Cinderella. Oh, see, from rags to riches. Maybe some of y'all are going to be saved by these rich men, okay? Maybe. One more. Stupid. Okay. We'll take them. So the first song that came out for you guys, is this a movie? This is a movie. Okay, so we have 4 songs. We just got an extra movie. We'll take it. We have Queen Charlotte. Okay, Charlotte and George. I know it's not a movie, but I still put it in here anyway. We have Slow Burn. We have Angsty. We have Miscommunication. We have Soulmates. We have a Meet Cute. We have Insta Connection. We have Enemies to Lovers, Friends to Lovers, Marriage of Convenience, Heartwarming, Swooning, LGBTQ+, and Mental Health. So those could be themes of this person or the men you attract, okay? Where things are very much, I hate him in the beginning, I can't stand him, to, oh, I think I like him, to having to fight for your connection, fight for this person. They could have mental health issues. You know, all those things are coming through. But here we have Healing by Alyssa, which would make sense if this person is dealing with certain things. And that's what I was saying in the Pisces energy. This person could be dealing with certain things, which is why they're like, I don't want to have kids. It's giving me the first installment of Bridgerton, where the guy was like, I have too many things in my bloodline and my ancestry in my gene pool. I don't want to pass it on to my kids. Because he, like, if you didn't know, the Duke of whatever, I forget his name, but sexy dude from first season, okay? The Duke. He was dead set against getting married and having kids. Okay, so that's what's coming through. Okay, period. And so was, I would say, Farmer George, because that's who he is. Okay, Farmer George around here. Farmer George and the Duke was also against getting married because they didn't want to pass on what they had to their kids. But it was very, very, very more so prominent in the first season of Bridgerton, where he had like a bad stutter and he didn't want to pass it on to his kids. So he said, I'm never getting married or having kids. And then ended up getting married and having kids with Daphne, you know? So, but he was dead set against it because he didn't want to pass on this ancestral, you know, thing that was wrong with him. I think it was like he had like a bad stutter, you know? And it took him so long to get rid of it, and it still came back sometimes. But it made him want to live his life as a bachelor for the rest of his life because he didn't want to risk passing it on to his kids, you know? And that's kind of what this person could have been. They could have gone through some mental health issues and they don't want to pass it on to their kids, you know? Mental health issues that are hereditary, like, you know, schizophrenia and stuff like that, bipolar disorder. They may have that and they don't want to give it to their kids, you know? So they stay away from anything that could be too serious, you know? And I think it's a little bit noble, but also let someone else decide. You can't sit there and be like, I'm never getting married or having kids. You know, I mean, you can, honestly, but it's like, it's... Anyway, I'm done. Anyway, the next song we have is Healing Arlissa. We have I Wish I Could Have Found the Words to Say. I wish I could have given you what you gave. Because we could have loved, we could have been something, but not if I'm broken. Oh my gosh, exactly. And I know that you love me, but I don't think I'm ready. You found me in a bottle. Oh, I thought I needed someone I can run to. Oh, run to. But I needed healing. I needed healing. How does it... I can't remember how the song goes. I feel like I played this song in a reading before. Whether it was this channel or other one, I don't know. Wish I could have given what you gave. But I don't think I'm ready. Found me in a bottle. I'm not going to try it. Let's move to the next song. But Healing by Arlissa is a beautiful song. I recommend you listen to it, okay? The next song we have is Break It Down by Michael Jackson. Okay. It says, hold my hand, feel the touch of your body clinging to mine. Okay. You and me making love all the way through another night. I remember you and I walking through the park at night. Kiss and touch, nothing much, let it blow, just touch and go. Love me more, never leave me alone by House of Love. People talk, people say what we have is just a game. Oh, I'll never let you go. Come here, girl. Just got to make sweet love to the break of dawn. I don't want the sun to shine. I want to make love, break of dawn. Just this magic in your eyes and in my heart. It's a break of dawn. I don't know what I gonna do. I can't stop loving you, break of dawn. I'm not gonna stop to the break of dawn making love. So that's this person's energy, which came out right off the bat, I feel like. The next song we have is Constellations by Jade Lamack. This is another song about making love. Okay, yeah, this person is very physically attracted to you. So you make them feel, like I said, hot and bothered. So it says, lights are turned off, music is on, minds are unlocked, this feeling is amazing. Hands on your waist, liquor is all that we taste. Your freckles lead the way. I trace your constellations. I see it in your eyes. The wind blows west where the sun don't rise, yeah. You've got a darker side. You know it's a mess, but you don't need to hide. Yes, the sweat is dripping down, caresses your skin till it hits the ground, yeah. You're digging deeper now. You're biting your lips so you don't make a sound. Lights are turned off. What? The music is on. Minds are unlocked. This feeling is amazing. Hands on your waist. Liquor is all that we taste. Your freckles lead the way. I trace your constellations. This song is so good and it's so sensual. I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? She's like, you're biting your lips so you don't make a sound. it's like you're scratching my back, something about that. It's a very sensual song, but you would never know by the way the musicality of it. You would never think it's a more sensual song, even though it is slower. But this is a really good song. Listen to it, please. Maybe some of you have freckles, and this person wants to trace the freckles on your, you know, nose, on your back, on your something. You know what I mean? Because they said the freckles lead down. Oh, because where? This, I love this song. Oh my gosh. Okay, the last song we have is Can I Kiss You by Doll. So we have Just Like I Thought, Like No Other, Hands on Your Skin, Melt Like Butter, I Can't Get Enough, and I Love the Way That You Taste. And she mentions that in this song as well. But this is a different song, so let's get into it. We have Now That You're My Piece of Heaven, I Still Want You Bad, More Than Ever, When I'm Alone, I'm Impatiently Waiting. What you doing? Relax. So hurry up, come back. Because I love it when you look at me like that. So can I kiss you yet? Picture the moment inside my head, playing it out like a VHS over and over again. What? So can I kiss you yet? From top to bottom, and once we stop, there ain't no stopping. Let's go all night. What? So can I kiss you over and over again, 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 over again. You guys got some good songs. Over again. So yeah, there's something here very sensual about this energy here. This something, I love how this person is asking, can they kiss you? Because it is also kind of gives me the clarity I needed from the beginning of the reading, where I'm like, this person just takes. This person's gonna ask, which is, they have the urge, but they're not, like I said, they're not gonna be using the excuses of like, blue balls, don't leave me here, blue ball, oh, they're painful, they hurt, like shut up. Do you have no control over yourself? Like, you don't need to have that release. Anyway, not too much on them. Sorry. Not too much on them, because this is a respectable individual here. They're asking, can I kiss you? Which is, like I said, this is giving me some peace of mind from what I was picking up at the beginning. Yes, we have Mars. Yes, we have Emperor. But they're a respectful Emperor. They're going to respect your boundaries, okay? So even though men want to come and just take from you, they do ask first. They do respect what you tell them. If you don't want to be with them, they're going to leave it at that. But that urge, that baser instinct of theirs is very strong around you guys, okay? Which is the Sagittarius. I just want to shoot my arrow and shoot my load, shoot my shot, you know, all that coming through, child. But yeah, Mars energy, even though they do feel the urge to do it, there's, like I said, there's something here more soft with 10th house husband energy. They want to be a husband to you. North Node energy, which is destiny, where you're destined to end up. They want that to be you, or for that to be them, where you end up, where they end up, you, them, whatever. Then we have 7th house, which is marriage and long-term commitment. So if we had those to kind of soften that energy of, give me this, I'm entitled to this, you know, that's coming through. But I think the 10 of Pentacles kind of also gave me like a softer vibe to this person. This person could be used to like fighting with the 5 of Wands, but you make them like softer. You kind of even out those sharp edges in this person, okay? Even they want to, you know, they're a firmness and they just want to take action, child. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Anyway, this person's going to trust that the ending of their life, the single thing is coming up. And this could be many men, because like I said, this is a reading about men in general. Many men could be like, okay, it's time for me to end this bachelor stage if I want to be with this person. And they recognize that the end of a cycle is coming in their life, you know? And they're trusting it because they want to be with you that bad, okay, real bad. So I'm going to leave the reading right here, though. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. As always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Bye! Hello, my gorgeous group 3s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose thumbnail image 3 or the number 3 or however you done got here, okay, welcome to your reading. Today we're going to be getting into how do you make men feel, or how do men feel around you. Group 1 and group 2 are very juicy. I'm excited to get into yours. But there's something that happened before the reading. So I have a light here in the setup to turn on during readings to make sure you can see the cards even better. It wasn't on for group 1 and it wasn't on for group 2, but I did remember to put it on for yours. I'm like, wait, it's getting a little dark outside a little bit, you know, let's just put the light on. And now the light is coming on outside as well. Wow, the sun is shining through the, I don't know if you could tell through the camera, but it just got a little bright outside, okay? So you are a light in a lot of guys' life. You make them feel light, or you just shine very brightly. I'm getting like very pure, very honest. It's giving like sunshine, you know, how sunshine warms your face and it just, you know, or you make them, how can I say it? You represent sunshine to them, where you just represent that warmth. You gotta have like a very warm personality, or you're just very light. You bring that good vibe, you know? And that's how you make men feel like they're basking in the warmth of your presence, of you, you know? I'm hearing in the hotness of you, because sunlight is also very hot, so you burn them, or make them get hot, burn it up, okay? See, there's something here. There could be something here about opposites attract, because I'm hearing the song by the Jonas Brothers. It's like, I'm hot, you're cold, you go around like you know who I am, but you don't. I'm hearing ringing in my ears now. You got me on my toes. I'm slipping into the lava, and I'm trying to keep from going under. It's like, baby, you turn the temperature hotter, 'cause I'm burning up, pop, pop, burning up for you, baby. So yeah, Burning Up by Jonas Brothers. Burning up in the place tonight. Let me stop. That was my favorite part of that song, bro. I'm like, not the big chunky security guard getting in with a rap. Go off. So I remember always seeing that guy. I wonder where he's at now, if they still talk to him. I remember seeing him every time you saw them. He was even in the Jonas Brothers show. And I'm like, the security guard hitting a verse real quick. Love that for him. I hope he's still making money to this day on that song. Okay, I'm done now. There could be something here about music. Maybe men feel like very married, like they want to sing and dance when they're around you, which is that sunshine energy, where when the sun is out, everyone wants to be out and about doing things, you know. So you could like motivate them as well, because the sun just represents like you vibrate light and joy, and that's how they feel when they're around you. Like you're the sun, or you make them feel like the sun is shining down on them, you know. Anywho, but that's coming through. I hope you guys are happy that my setup is back. I'm excited. I'm so happy. I miss doing readings like this, seeing the cards, you know, like, but we're back. Okay, for now. We're gonna see how long this lasts. But I'm home for today, and I can do it. Nobody else is home, so I could do it real quick. And I'm also able to use these Christmas, why do I keep saying that in every reading? Jesus Louise. I do have a Christmas oracle, but I don't have it right now. I have to go look for it. You know, I have a lot of cards, decks, and stuff, you know. But my Christmas tarot cards that I've been alluding to for the past few readings, but I keep forgetting to bring them to work with me to use them, because December's dang near over, and I haven't done a reading with any kind of, you know, Christmas cards. So yeah. But anyway, all of that aside, maybe you make men very talkative. They want to talk about a lot of things with you, discuss things with you, you know, pick your brain. I think men who gravitate towards you, you have a lot in common with them. So they love like finding all the things you have in common. You get them excitable. Exactly. Yeah. You get them excited to talk about things, discuss things with you, you know. If they just saw a new show, you're the person they want to talk about it with, you know, or they just feel the need to do that, you know. You push them, or they feel the urge to do certain things when they're around you, which is like share more about themselves, you know, feel light and carefree. I think you guys talk about like lighter topics, more happier topics, things you like to do. So movies, art, music, that kind of energy is what's coming through for the things they like to talk about with you. Because another group was giving more deeper topics. You guys are giving more light, carefree topics where they can kind of like lose themselves in the lightness that is you, you know? And that's what I wanted to talk about. That episode of Buffy where Willow's like, the hotness of you, dummy. There's something here about a hotness of you. They want to talk about the hotness of you. Maybe you run hot naturally, like your body temperature could be something coming through as well. But also the way you look could be hot. You're very hot, you know? You're very attractive. The way the sun, people want to look at it and they love it, and it just brings, like I said, a lot of joy. And also vitamin D is vital for the health. And that's the second time I've gotten some kind of innuendo. When I said a lot of decks, I kind of got a hint of innuendo, but now I'm like, vitamin D is essential for your life, you know, for your health. So maybe you're vital to their health, like vitamin D, child, okay? And they get that vitamin D from you. Maybe some of y'all, you know, because you are representing vitamin D to them. So maybe some of my men here are watching like men, okay? and that vitamin D you give is essential, child. But if you're a guy watching, maybe that's like flip it around. If you're the guy watching, your vitamin D is essential. You got that good D, okay? It's coming through. You got that good pipe. You be laying it down, child. Okay, just putting it out there. You make people feel like more confident. You could give a lot of compliments, or people compliment you a lot. You make men want to compliment you, or you compliment them and you make them want to, you know, return the favor. Ooh, child, you guys are giving King of Wands. Very charismatic. I'm hearing very healthy, very visceral, very just like bright and sunny, and everyone wants to be your friend, and everyone wants to be around you, and everyone looks for validation from you. They look for the next step, what to do next from you. So it's giving leader vibes. So you make men feel maybe a little subservient to you, or maybe submissive, or more subdued, because you are already bright as the sun. No planet or anything is as bright as the sun. So you are the sun, just putting that out there. No matter who's watching, what gender, whatever. And sun is very masculine, do as I say kind of energy. King of Wands energy. You could also be very attractive, very beautiful, because everyone loves to look at the sun, you know. And the sun in the sky, when the sun is in the sky, it's a beautiful day, okay? And I'm hearing, it's a beautiful day and I can't stop myself from smiling. If we're drinking, then I'm buying. Michael Bublé be getting real deep. And I know there's no denying. It's a beautiful day, the sun is up, and music's playing. And even if it started raining, you won't hear this boy complaining. Because I'm glad that you're, because I know that you're the one that got away. It's a beautiful day. Something like that. The song is A Beautiful Day by Michael Bublé. So whenever men are around you, they think it's a beautiful day. Things are shining brighter. The colors are more vibrant. They're noticing the beauty of life. It's kind of like a fairy tale energy. And The Hotness of You was the fairy tale episode of Buffy, where they were kind of like singing fairy tale songs and prancing in the park on a beautiful sunny day, wearing flowy dresses, you know? So you kind of transport them to a fairy tale movie or a fairy tale scene where everyone is singing and laughing and dancing and drinking and everything is like a celebration energy. That's how you make them feel. I'm gonna leave it there and stop chat Latin. But I'm going to use the dice first and foremost to get some signs if you need confirmation or just more information about how you make men feel or how they feel around you, okay? So this doesn't have to be any of your signs or their signs, or if you have a specific man if you have a specific person in mind, okay, this will be your confirmation. So there we go. Jesus, you see how ghetto that is? And where did it fall? I can see it over here. You guys got South Node. So the dice that fell all the way over there is giving South Node. I might get it during the reading. Who knows? I hate having to move this. We have 4th house. We have 3rd house. Yeah, so talking is important with this person. Or men in general. They like talking to you, picking your brain. Just speaking about what they're watching. Shows. Mercury is also giving, like, you know, street life, so politics is coming through as well, so they can like discussing politics with you. Here we have, I'm pretty sure this is Aquarius, so that's also something, humanitarian efforts, things you are passionate about, the way you help out your community, that caring your next or your last adventure, your newest venture, you know. We have, I think this is, I'm pretty sure that's Uranus. Oh my gosh, I don't want to get the other dice. It's not far. I'm gonna leave it. Is there something I can use to get it? Like anything to not have to get up, child. Maybe I can use this to get it. Let's see if it works. No. If I move this to the side though, maybe I could get it. Just give me a second, guys. I just wanna, it's gonna bother me that I can't see all the dice laid out in front of me. So just let me try to get it at least before I give up. See, there's something here about you guys not giving up or finding solutions to problems, because I'm literally grabbing like a old light that I use for old readings to get this dice. Come here, bring that here. Sorry. And here it is. Success. South Node coming through for you guys. Okay, back to our regular programming. Maybe there's something very unexpected about you, like things happen and they always love to see what happens next, maybe unexpected things, or like, because that's what Uranus is literally. It's like things that are like just out of the ordinary, or just like very, like I said, fairy tale-esque, or hard to explain, or serendipitous happen when you're around, you know, like they get free stuff, or they meet someone famous, or they win a free trip, or, you know, things like that that are just like weird, just happen whenever you're around. It makes them feel like you're magic in a kind of way, okay? But South Node is giving past life energy. Is giving that they feel like they've known you before. Is also something that's coming, like you're a friend to them more than anything else. The friendship bond that runs between you and some of the men that you know, or the men that you meet, is very strong, you know? So maybe you tend to start off as friends with the guys first before it gets serious. Maybe that's something you, not tolerate. It's something that you require in order for anything to go serious. You have to be friends first in order for you to like even look at them more romantically. So they love that, because building that friendship bond makes the relationship and the love and the romance run even deeper. Because like I feel like you don't want to hurt your friend, right? So when you start off things as a friend, you get to know someone first, you build that respect between you first, and they're not just seeing you as a piece of ASS or a piece of something, you know? Yo, I used to babysit this little girl upstairs, and she was the funniest little girl I've ever known, bro. Like, she would make me laugh, bro. And she was a Leo, too. So some of you guys could be Leo, since Sun energy is coming through very heavily here. Like I said, King of Wands, that kind of thing. Maybe Queen of Wands as well. For my feminines, like, people just want to bow down and do whatever you say. You know, it's hard for people to deny you. They want to, you know, make your every wish come true kind of vibe, you know? So you're giving, like, princess, queen kind of energy, bow down. But she used to say the funniest things. Like, I just think, like, she like used to say, you look like a piece of foot or something, and I'm like, she was funny, she was hilarious, okay? And I was always rolling upstairs with her, like when I would be up there with her. So there's something coming through about that. You're just like, you could have like a very childlike, very innocent, you tell the stupidest jokes and they just are just laughing and light and free when they're around you. And that's how you make them feel like the weight of the world is off their shoulders, and they're just laughing and acting a fool. Because like I said, we had a group where the deepest discussions came through. In this group, you talk about the stupidest things and just laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh like a friend, you know? And you feel comfortable with them. You met them before, you feel safe with them, you know? Even if you're meeting them for the first time, or people are meeting you for the first time, they still feel that, oh, this person's like an old friend, like I'm coming home to someone, they respect me, you know what I mean? They actually care what I have to say kind of vibes. But I think it was like a piece of foot or whatever. She's like, you're like a piece of foot. I'm like, shut up. Like, she was funny. That's it. I'm getting funny vibes from you guys, you know? Or you just say the weirdest, darndest things out of nowhere, you know? You start singing out of nowhere, say a joke out of nowhere, crack a joke out of nowhere, you know? With the Uranus energy coming through. But Taurian energy, that's that comfortability coming through, where they feel like they're with a friend, like they're at home chilling. Because then we have 4th house coming through next to Taurus, which is an energy about being at home, feeling comfortable. It's giving homebody vibe, so maybe you come off as like a homebody, or you make men feel like they're just at home chilling with their friends. You know, even if they're out in public, you make them feel like, well, you guys are in your own little bubble. Tauruses are all about, you know, comfort. They're all about comfort. Let me stop. What else are Tauruses about? They're ruled by Venus, so they're all about things that like are appealing to the eye. So you make men feel like they look good. So like I said, you big up the people around you, or they feel that way about you. Because this group is kind of more hard to distinguish who's who. But yeah, maybe men feel like you big them up and they big you up as well. You know, it's like giving friends, you build each other up, essentially. Because Taurus, like I said, they like to look good, smell good, eat good. They're all about the 5 senses in the way of Venus, you know. The Libran side of Venus is all about love and romance and long-term connections and marriage and, you know, sex kind of energy, because that's what you do in long-term partnerships, correct? But the Taurian side is all about going out and eating, going out and going on new adventures, experiencing new things, drinking wine, eating food, charcuterie boards is the vibe that's coming through for you. And that's how you make men feel. They just want to sit at home and watch movies and just, you know, get lost in being with you for a little bit, like their reprieve, you know, that kind of energy. Now, fourth house energy is the same thing. Cancer, right at home. You may like mother your friends. You mother men in general. You make sure they've eaten. You make sure they feel safe and comfortable kind of energy. Their safety and comfort is of utmost importance to you. Is of utmost importance to you. Importance to you. Jesus, I can't talk. Dang. Third house energy is, like I said, about communication. It's about intellectual things. Like I said, politics is coming through very heavily here. This current state of the world, the things you would do to change that, how you would help people is what's coming through here because then right next to that we have Aquarius energy, which is why I was getting that politics and how you would help the world, you know, maybe humanitarian efforts kind of energy. I'm hearing equestrian, so maybe some of you ride horses or you're like a wild ride. That's how men feel when they're with, like they're on a wild ride, which would make sense based on what we've had so far, but they're also safe with you. It's giving carefree, but carefree enough to be yourself. Okay? And then we have South Node, which like I said, is giving. I've met you before, haven't I? Like, do I know you're from somewhere? Or they just open up to you very easily because they feel like they've known you their whole life. It's the vibe that's coming through for you guys. That's how you make men feel. They've known you forever. Forever, ever? Forever, ever? Yeah. They have, you know? You could just have that feeling about you, you know? But a sense of coming home, like I said. Now, with the Uranus energy, there's something here about you being very, maybe like I said, you friend zone people. Because Aquarians always give me, they're more so about equal and beneficial opportunities with people instead of like, oh, I love you and I want to be with you kind of energy. They have lots of friends, lots of cohorts, lots of people they talk to, acquaintances, you know, but they don't have many friends or lovers because they're more so about getting to reaching their goal, you know. So maybe you guys have a lot of common goals with men. Maybe it's giving wingman. You're the girl they come to whenever they want to get with another girl because they know you have that energy of giving friend, but also you're a girl, so you know how girls think, and you know, or if you're a guy, that you know how guys think, so you can kind of help them in that instance because you kind of come off as someone who's not really looking for a love and romance and all that kind of vibe, but they still feel that attraction towards you. It's kind of like if you were to ask me to be in a relationship tomorrow, I would be like, heck yeah. But there's a sense of you friend zoning them right off the bat, you know? Could be because you have a partner already, or you just are not looking for love right now, okay? So now I want to go into the tarot cards and see what else comes through for you guys. How do you make men feel? How do men feel around you? I just keep hearing that song by Michael Bublé. It's playing on repeat in my head. And he really goes in when he's singing, another summer day has gone and come away. You know? So there could be something about that. You just, like I said, you burst out of nowhere into song. You burst out of nowhere with a joke, a sound. Maybe you like pass gas or you burp. And there's just something about that makes them feel comfortable if they're in the presence of a true friend, you know? That song is coming through from Hannah Montana. You're a true friend, you know? You're here to the end. You pull me aside when something ain't right. That song's coming through. Okay. We have Ace of Canes. Canes? Is it swords? I'm pretty sure it's swords. So Ace of Swords. Yeah, conversations, talking, epiphanies. You kind of make them... You could open their eyes to a lot of different things. These cards kind of came over as well. So we're going to take them. We have a Knight of Good Cheer. How the heck am I supposed to know which night this is? I had a good cheer. Foolishness. And then we have a King of Good Cheer. Is this cups? Hold up now. Let me get it together real quick. A Two of Good Cheer. Yeah, so cups. We have an Ace of Swords, a Knight of Cups, and a King of Cups. And I love how they came out together, which is beautiful. Yeah, so people feel safe. I'm hearing safe and sound. I will lift you up. I will show you what you wanna see and take you where you wanna be. You can be my love. And even when the sky or rain is coming down, I know that we'll be safe and sound. you're safe and sound. That song is coming through. I don't know who sings that song, honestly. Is this the sun? Oh my freaking gosh, guys, the sun. I was talking about it too. So just by talking to you, they feel like they're basking in sunlight. That's what's coming through for you. That's how you make men feel. How do they make men feel? How do men feel around my group 3s, please, Spirit? And that part of the song keeps coming through. Another summer day has gone and come away. Has come and gone away. Jeez, I can't sing. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. But that song is coming through. You're like a summer day. And then we have 10 of Kings in reverse, 10 of Swords in reverse. Can I have one more card for how do men feel when they're around my group 3s? How do they make men feel? And we have the Queen of Good Cheer and the Magus. Like I said, you're magic. Didn't I say that? So we have a King and Queen of Good Cheer. We have the King and Queen of Wands coming through as well. A lot of energies. Let me get the rest of the cards out. Hold up now. Why would you want to fall? Rude. And look, we have the House of Love as a card that wants to be a snake and fall out. So you shall be loved. You will be loved. They feel very loved around you. You wanted to be heard and seen, heard you. And she's kind of giving me bruja, you know, because I think that's what she is doing here. But maybe you put a love spell on people and they feel like they're under your spell. Because we do have Magus coming through. And the Magus is sitting here prodding at a mistletoe. So it's giving you have like a lot of cheerful interactions with people that people could easily see it slipping into something more, you know, something more romantic with you. So men are like, I would gladly be friends with you to the end of time. But if you were to ever come and tell me you wanted more than that, I'll snatch you up. Don't play with me. That's what I'm getting from these cards. So it's like men don't care about being friend zoned by you because just being your friend is just, it's amazing in and of itself. They can't imagine what being, you know, your house of love would be like, but they're happy just being your friend because they want to be in your life any way they can, you know? How do men feel when they're around my group 3s, please, Spirit? How do men feel when they're around my group 3s? Do not fall. Rude. Yeah, they want to fall for you, child, but they don't. So there could be a lot of guys in your life who are trying to stop from falling in love with you, trying to stop themselves. We have Under Siege. Uproot your habits. Maybe, yeah, the conversations you could have with these men, have them want to change their habits. It could be bad habits. It could be like, yeah, it's like giving the energy of, I'm friendly with you, yeah, but I could never see myself being in a relationship with y'all. These men are like, why? Because you're just like, I can't take you seriously. You're giving player vibes. You know, you're going to break my heart. And they're just like, oh, okay, I got to change it up now if I want any chance with them. So there's a lot of men in your life biding their time. They're being the cheerful King of Good Cheer. They're being the Knight of Good Cheer. There's multiple of them coming through. You can have women in your life as well. We have the Magus. There's a lot of archetypes coming through in this reading for you guys. And it's like they're just biding their time. Like, yeah, you think we're just friends now, but wait, it's like I'm hearing, wait till I get my money, right? Nah, 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 nah. Then they can't tell me nothing, right? Oh, by Kanye West. I'm trying to remember the name of that song. How do men feel when they could feel like they're under attack for sometimes because you are point blank telling them, I don't like when you do that, stop it. You know, you do that too much, stop it. You know what I mean? You're the friend that's holding all your friends accountable, like for real. I want to that ass. So you guys could be from New York, or you say that a lot. That ass, like that ass. You know, you need to stop doing that. Like, I'm not gonna introduce you to one of my friends or be in a relationship with you if you're doing this and doing that, you know? And it's not nitpicking and it's not bullying. It's you're holding them accountable for the bad habits you see them doing. And they want to uproot those habits and become a better person. So they take this constructive criticism. It's not to be mean. It's just things you see that can make them better as a person. And they want to be better for you, for them, for someone else, who knows? And they're just taking it on the chin like, thanks, you know? Where would I be without you, group 3? Where would I be without you? You know? What? Stop. What is wrong with these cards today? Or for your group in particular? They're just trying to fly everywhere. We have a Chalice of Charity be nourished. Oh, not you out here nourishing these people. I'm hearing some of them, you may like, you know, hold them to your teat and tell them to suck like a baby, you know? Or that's how attached they could be to you. Like, you give them mother. And I said that, right? I said that with fourth house energy. You act like a mother to these people out here in these streets. And they just want more. You know? It's like giving Oliver Twist. Can I have more? You know? 2 more cards came out for you guys. We have Midnight Brew, the Alchemy of You, the Hotness of You, dummy. Stop it. Okay? And then we have Nascent, which is your potential is ripe. So you'd be telling them, like, you would have so much potential if you would just do this and act like that and be like this. And you're doing it in a way to help better them, and they see it that way. They're not seeing it in a way where you're trying to bully them, essentially, you know? But like I said, the sun is like you're the sun peeking over the mountain. You're like a sunrise is what I'm hearing. So your beauty, you can be very beautiful. Like, your beauty is as beautiful as the sunrise. Your energy is as intense and as hot as the sunshine, as the sun itself. You know, you represent vitality. You're vital to their life. They can't see their life without you, which is why they're fine just being friends. And that's all they can have of you, you know? We have the 10 of Canes in reverse. You kind of, maybe they know that you are so truthful, they'd rather take your blunt honesty over having a lying, backstabbing ASS friend, you know? That's what's coming through for you guys with the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords upright is an energy of feeling backstabbed, feeling betrayed, not trusting anyone in your life, you know, not trusting a word they say, or like I said, they did you dirty, they effed you over kind of energy. The 10 of Swords in reverse is someone who would never have to worry about being betrayed by you, because even if you are brutally honest, they know at all times you're always going to tell them like it is, you know, and they appreciate that. You kind of help things happen in their life. You make men feel like they're able to do anything. This is so sweet. I like this reading. All 3 groups have been amazing. I love it. But a Knight of Cups is an energy of having a little bit of a crush. As you can see on the card, he's like love reading. It has a heart on it. Or I'm pretty sure that's a heart. Let me double check. Yeah, it's like the semblance of a heart. So it's like, I love you, but I'm gonna keep my feelings neutral. Maybe because they feel like they don't deserve you a little bit is what I'm getting as well. Or they're still trying to become the person that you deserve. So it's like you meet them, they're the Knight of Cups. And then the more you get to know them, the more you evolve them into this King of Cups. You know, so they're becoming someone that you would be happy to be with. So there's a lot of people in your life plotting, you know. The Ace of Swords is kind of giving me plotting. They're just hanging there as an ornament in your life on your tree until they can see their opportunity to grab you up. So some of you could be, like I said, in a relationship for real. And they come over to your house, these men, and they're with your partner, and you guys are having fun and playing charades and playing games, because you guys are giving me the energy of at-home games, you know, Monopoly, charades, video games, that kind of energy. They play those things with you because they're your friend, right? But they're just biding their time, you know? Especially with this Queen of Cups. There's so many cups coming through for you guys. Like, men are like, they feel emotionally replenished around you. Like, they could have had the longest day ever. They could have been betrayed 10 times over. When they're around you, they feel like they can finally trust again. Feel like they can finally love again, you know? And we have them all drinking here, so that y'all can have like drinking buddies. You see them at the bar, y'all be chilling. And there's an energy or an air of, like I said, you being very magical, with the Queen of Cups sitting here with her crystal ball and the Magus. You know what to do, so they're always coming to you and asking you for your suggestions, asking you for your advice, asking you for your specific, you know, brand of match that they can use, you know? And I'm not saying these people are using you, but they just love you so much. Like I said, if you were to come to them and say, hey, you want to date me? Heck yeah, what do you mean? Like are you dumb? I've been waiting for you to ask me this whole time. So they could be like I said, they're intimidated about you. They could wait for you to make the first move because you give off that energy of being the big boss, the 𝐓𝐈𝐌𝐄𝐒𝐓𝐀𝐌𝐿𝐄𝐒, you know, the big man in town, the big kahuna. That's the energy you give off. They'll say, oh, they're just like, I can't be the one to initiate anything. I have to make sure they like me first. So they're waiting for you to do something. So if there are men in your life who you like, or you know they like you and you like them back, you have to make the first move as the vibe is coming through. Or they're waiting for you to show some interest of wanting them beyond friendship, you know, or just acquaintances, or just dalliances. Maybe some of you are like, you know, having wham bam, thank you ma'am, friends with benefits, and this person like loves you so deeply, but they're trying to get you in any way they can. So if they have to be just friends with benefits with you, they're gonna do it, you know. The Magus is giving Mercury energy, so we have Gemini coming through again with the 3rd house, and then the Magus. The 3rd house also represents siblings, so some of you could have like friends, siblings, friends of your siblings who are nosing around, you know. I'm hearing a brown nose with a hidden agenda from the Lizzie McGuire movie. You guys have some brown noses with hidden agendas. Like I said, they're just hanging around like an ace of canes, waiting for you to, you know, let your guard down or want to be with them. You know, biding their time, essentially, and becoming better for it while being your friend. Look at how we, like I said, it's giving picnic, charcuterie board, wine, the senses of life. Look at how they're drinking nice wines and spirits. And that's a Taurus card coming through. So, you know, the best food places, the best drinks, the best, you know, takeout kind of energy. And they're always at your house in the kitchen. The kitchen could be the heart of your home. I know it's the heart of most homes, but it could be the true heart of your home. You could be a cook, or they love the way you cook for them, or, you know, that kind of energy. Maybe you're a chef at a restaurant and you have a lot of men always coming back to your restaurant to eat your food, you know, eat your cookies is what I'm hearing. Okay, relax. Maybe you are the meal and the restaurant is your body, or the restaurant is your home and you're the meal, and they come over and just lose themselves in you, and they just want to come eat your cookies all the time, child. Take what's resonating for y'all, okay? Because we have this Ace of Cups coming through here with child, so Charlie, be nourished, you know? And look at how he have a drink, he have a drink, she have a drink, they have a drink, they have food. Maybe you always like feed your friends, make sure they've eaten kind of energy. You're the chef mom friend who everyone kind of like congregates at your house, and you guys have movie nights, game nights kind of energy. And that's how men view you, as that a little bit like a homemaker, essentially, with the Taurus and fourth house coming out. But yeah, an ascent, and your potential is ripe. So their potential is ripe. You make them realize their potential. And we have too much brews coming through here. We have the Magus, a brew. So they see you as like a brujeria, you know, a bruja kind of energy. You be brewing up stuff, child. And look at how we have a tree coming through in these two images here. So nourishment. Trees provide safety. They provide stability. They provide protection. They provide food, nourishment. That's coming through. That's who you are. They know if they can't go to someone else, they could at least come to you, child. They have that blind faith and trust in you. Now, I think I'm done with that part of the reading. We're going to get into the songs now. Now, if y'all don't want to hear me singing like a fool, then this is your cue to leave this portion of the reading. But we're going to get songs based on how you make men feel. There are movies in this deck as well, so we're going to see. Like, I'm bringing it back. I used to do this when I first started this channel. But music comes through regardless. There's a bunch of songs have already come through, and I haven't even gotten to the songs, okay? But midnight brew, there could be something here about midnight drinks. Like I said, a bar energy is coming through. You go and meet friends at a bar. Everybody knows your name. And you go there, drink, have a good time. There's like a lot of men in that bar who would snatch you up, but they like being your friend more kind of energy. There could be a lot of men who don't want to ruin the friendship, you know? Anything is possible. I'm hearing anything is possible. So Henny could be someone's drink of choice. Maybe you make your own drinks is what I'm getting. Maybe you're like I said, a bruja. You brew things. You make potions and stuff like that. Perfumes, oils, intention oils, you know, actual spells. I'm hearing bath salts, stuff like that. You're a home witch. You do things in the kitchen. Yeah, exactly. Now let's get into this deck. How do they make men feel, please, Spirit? Oh, my Lord. The cards just keep falling. I'm about to fight y'all. Square up, group 3. Y'all cards keep falling. Relax. Y'all make me work extra hard, child. The first song we have is Hopeless Romantic by Meghan Trainor. I gotta be patient, but I'm tired of waiting. I'm just a hopeless romantic looking for love. I'd risk it all just to have it. I wouldn't take it for granted. I'm just a hopeless romantic and not giving up, because I deserve to find my own. I can feel it in my bones. Yes, I know you're somewhere close. You see, they're staying close to you because they know that you are their person, but maybe you haven't realized it yet, or like I said, you're not looking for love. Maybe you are like a very lawful person, because now I'm seeing like Libra showing out to me in the dice right here, facing towards you. I'm seeing 2 moons as well. So the moon is very important. Like I said, all the cups coming through: emotional fulfillment, safety, protection. I'm seeing Aries as well. First house twice. Wow. I'm now noticing this. So yeah, your personality is very strong. like I said, you burst into song. Like you're a character essentially, because you are giving me a little girl that I used to babysit upstairs, and she would just have me laugh and, like I said, rolling like it was nobody's business. So whether it's romantic or not, you just be having men laughing, rolling, giggling, kicking their feet kind of energy. And you could attract hopeless romantics looking for love, and you help them find their person. They find the person through you. Because I feel like if they hold you to such high esteem, anyone that you would be connected with, the same way you hold them to a certain standard, the other people in your life you would hold to a certain standard as well. So they trust your recommendations when it comes to, oh, you should date that person. I see you with them. You know, you could be a little bit of a love bitch as well. Because we had House of Love coming through. You shall be loved. You help them find their love partner. You know, you're either what is it called? A love witch specifically. You help people find love, or you are a matchmaker. That's the word I was looking for. Okay. Now, the next song we have is Talk You Out of It, Florida Georgia Line. We have And Now You're Looking Like a Line. Let me sing it. And now you're looking like a line from a Van Draw song. I'm looking at that fine little dress you got on. Don't get me wrong, girl, I love it. Now I'm just trying to talk you out of it. You're looking like a line from a Van Draw song. Stop it. I'm staring at that tight or that fine little dress you got on. Don't get me wrong, girl, I love it. Now I'm just trying to talk you out of it. A little bit of country coming through. Okay, and the next song we have is Daddy Issues by Demi Lovato. Ooh. We have I Call You Too Much, You Never Pick Up, Except When You Wanna, and I Can't Get Enough. What was I saying about y'all being using these men out here for their bodies? Let me stop. And then leaving them wanting you for real. I love that for y'all. But it's mean, but I feel like if you're upfront about it, do what you gotta do, child. But anyway. And I Can't Get Enough. You're the man of my dreams, cause you know how to leave, but I really believe that you're changing for me. You're unavailable and I'm insatiable. Lucky for you, I've got all these daddy issues. Whoo, child. You could attract men that have daddy issues. Because not only women have them, they're looking for validation. They're looking to, and look, you're giving off mother, and they're looking for someone to take care of them. They can have mommy issues as well. And that's why they feel so drawn to you. Like I said, a little crushy crush, more than that for some of you, because the Knight of Cups, crushy crush, King of Cups, oof, love. It's love, okay? But I call you too much and you never pick up, except when you want to F and I can't get enough. Oof. You're the man of my dreams because you know how to leave. That part slays me every time. Like, what, Demi? You're the man of my dreams because you know how to leave. But I really believe that you're changing for me. And that's that change that was coming through in the cards. That these men are changing to want to be with you. Because now you out here playing them for jokes. Like, maybe you could have daddy issues, which is why you're hopping from guy to guy. You know? And you don't want to settle down and stay with one specific guy. Which is why you play the fool with them. And they're just like, I just want to stay. And you're like, nah, leave. Like, I'm done with you. I'll call you next time I'm ready for some Z, you know? And I was talking about laying pipe. Oh my gosh. It's all coming together, is it not? Who tried to get her? Was I talking about that in this group? I think so. If not, if you're caught in another group, go and watch it. But that's coming through as well. There's something here about you having your magic in the bedroom. You have people falling in love with you. But after, I'm hearing, I bet you love me more after that first bleep. First 𝐓𝐈𝐌𝐄𝐒 by Jhené Aiko and 6LACK. I bet you love me more after that first bleep, you know? And they do. And they love you more and more the more they come back, and they want to stay. They'll be like, nah, get out. Because you could have daddy issues and you don't want them to get attached to you. Or you have problems, you know, finding safety with men. So you're always running away from them, you know, kind of energy. Now we're getting a little too deep, but it's coming through, so I gotta say it. But how do men feel around you? They know you have issues. And you take care of them, but you tell them to leave as well. They have a hard time connecting with you deeply, or they do, but you still are scared to fully relinquish that control over everything and let the chips fall where they may, to fall in love with these men. You're like, nah, I'm good, love. Here we have Craving You by Maren Morris, okay, and Thomas Rhett. Every time we have to say goodbye, I'm counting down until we say hello. They're just constantly confirming what I've been getting. So yeah, every touch is like the strongest drug. I don't know how much longer I can go. I've never had something that I can't walk away from. Well, girl, my self-control is paralyzed. When it comes to you, no, I ain't got no patience. There's something about you I just can't fight. You've got that cigarette, that kind of that shot of 100 proof. No matter how much I get, I'm always craving you. And we have alcohol coming through. You're like that cigarette, that shot of 100 proof. No matter how much I get, I'm always craving that feeling when we kiss. The way your body moves. No matter how much I get, I'm always craving you. Yeah. Yup, it's coming through. Like I said, you be giving them drinks and food and making them feel comfortable. Then you put it down the way you put it down, and they fall in love. And you're like, get out. And it's like, no, yeah, stop it. That's how you be having men feeling. Like you be using them for that good deed, the good pipe, and then throw them to the side, child. Last song we have is Too Sweet by 𝐎𝐲𝐬. Whew. This is a good one to end off with. Let me put the cards down to get into it, child. We have, it can't be said that I'm an early bird. It's 10 o'clock before I say a word. Baby, I can never tell. How do you sleep so well? You keep telling me to live right, to go to bed before the daylight, but then you wake before the sunrise. You know you don't gotta pretend. Baby, now and then, don't you just want to wake up as dark as a lake, smelling like a bonfire, lost in a haze? If you're drunk on life, babe, I think it's great. Hold on, let me get the melody for this right now. It's like, it can't be said I'm an early bird. What? It's 10 o'clock before I say a word. Baby, I can never tell. How do you sleep so well? You keep telling me to live right, to go to bed before the daylight, but then you wake before the sunrise. You know you don't gotta pretend. Baby, now and then, don't you just wanna wake up dark as a lake, smelling like a bonfire, lost in a haze? If you're drunk on life, babe, I think it's great. But until that day, I think I'll take my whiskey neat, my coffee black, and my bed at 3. You're too sweet for me. And that's how men feel. And I said it, guys. I said it. They feel like you have your life two together. And you're always telling them, you keep telling me to live right, to go to bed before the daylight, but then you wake up before the sunrise. You know you don't gotta pretend. Baby, now and then, don't you just want to wake up dark as a lake, smelling like a bonfire, lost in a haze? Like, don't you just want to be irresponsible sometimes? Maybe you're too responsible, and men feel like, that's why they're scared to maybe approach you or shoot their shot or be with you romantically, because they know you're going to be expecting a lot from them. They're not ready to give that. Like, don't you just want to wake up sometimes dark as a lake, smelling like a bonfire? And it's like, I'd rather take my whiskey neat. And the premise behind this song, 𝐎𝐲𝐬 literally said it. This is a song about someone who is like too good for me, who's too sweet. He says there's a phrase in Ireland that they use for someone who's too good, too nice, too sweet. And that's what he based the song off of. Yeah, he would love to be with the girl he's talking about or singing about in the song, but she's too sweet. She's waking up before the sunrise, telling him he should live right. He's like, sometimes I don't even go to sleep until right before sunrise. Who am I waking up early? You just seem to have your life two together. You're too good. You're too sweet. Left me alone. And that's how men feel about you. When they feel how they feel when they're around you, like you're too sweet. You're too good for them, That was coming through very heavily, exactly. But they're still craving you. And they still want to talk you out of it. Oh, they still want to talk about that dress you be wearing, the clothes you be in, that kind of energy. This is so good. And they're just like, you want to wake up early. He's like, it can't be said that I'm an early bird. It's 10 o'clock before I say a word. Baby, I can never tell. How do you sleep so well? You know what I mean? And then, like I said in the chorus, I'd rather take my whiskey neat, my coffee black, and my bed at 3. You're too sweet for me. You're too sweet for me. And later on in the song, he's like, if you sit in a barrel, maybe I'll wait. But until that day, I'd rather. So there's something here about if you were to go and just stay single in a barrel and ferment like wine and come out better, and it basically he's saying if you were to come out like a not a Charlotte or something, but it's like someone who's more like maybe a wino, or someone's always drinking, you know, which is like, I feel like that's like a little bit of like poetry in the song. Like if you were to sit in a barrel and ferment and become wine, which is not the best for us, it gets us drunk. If you were to turn into the wine to my whiskey, maybe I'd be with you, because now you're just as not perfect as me. But until that day, if you're still this pure person who's not corrupt, who's going to sleep early, waking up early, talking before 10 o'clock, not drinking, you know, never, you know, erring on the wild side of life, we can't be together because you're too good. But if you were to sit in a barrel, and maybe I'd wait for you, if you were to become this wine person, become this vice, become this alcohol that I can then consume, since he's coming through as a person who's getting drunk in the song, maybe I'll wait for you. But until that day, I'm gonna keep going on and taking my whiskey neat, my coffee black, my bed at 3. That's it, you know? So we sing until you like what I like and do what I do and act like how I act. There's no future here kind of energy. I hope that resonates though, like, and you understand what I'm saying, the way that he like kind of like, you have to interpret the song. He's like, if you were to sit in a barrel, maybe I'd wait, you know? Or like I said, because she's turning into wine. I'm over explaining it now. If you didn't get it the first time, then that's it. But he's like, if you were to turn into a vice, something that I can consume and they get me drunk, then I'd be like a vice to me. Not even a vice, a crutch, an enabler. Someone who's feeding me wine because you're the wine and getting me more drunk than I already am off of whiskey. Then we'd be perfect for each other. But until that day, you're too perfect. You're too sweet. You're too this. You're too that. That's what's coming through for you guys. And that's how men feel when they're around you. They like you, yes, they have crushes on you, but there's a vibe of them that knows you're too good for them, you know? And look at how we have drink and alcohol just kept coming through in these cards. In the Queen of Cups, she was holding a drink. In the King of Cups, he's holding a drink. In the Knight of Cups, he's holding a drink. It's wine too. So I think that's something that's coming through. There's some signifiers, some symbolisms coming through in that song for you guys. But I'm gonna leave the reading right there. I don't want to keep chatting your ear off, but I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. I'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you can always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Bye.